Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing Reincarnated Slime Episode 3. I love what this show has been doing so far. We have a protagonist that's a slime, but also has an ability to consume things, learn abilities, and have every resistance and like defense in the book, and being able to adapt to different situations. But also, he's not a bad guy. He actually, has some morals and sees this goblin village as something that he could protect, because technically he took out the thing that was protecting them. Well, take it out is a strong word, more as we saw him in the dragon. They have the same family name. Consume the barrier with the imprisonment, where where the dragon was imprisoned. Now it's in the slime and absorbed. So because of that, I think Rimuru actually feels obligated to help the goblin village now, which is a good thing. And I'm excited to see where this goes. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out my Patreon, patreon.com/ajrich123. If you want to see these episodes early and uncut over a week ahead, definitely check it out. And let's go ahead and start. I understand their confused faces. They don't look like warriors or any type of fighters or anything like that. They don't look like they've done a push-up ever. Look at that 5-year-old goblin with the helmet. Even if they're probably not the age of little kids, they all have that appearance and no strength. Oh. Did Rimuru absorb the damage or something? Oh, okay. That's a little bit more complicated way of doing it than just insta-heal. Rimuru has had so many things inside it at this point. It's gotta be a good fence though, because I'm sure these wolves are just gonna smash it. So every animal talks in this world too? Gotta protect their territory. Well, if you see it from their side, they probably just see it. People are in their territory, in their area. Let's rip them apart. There's always two sides to everything. It's a decent fence for a little amount of time. They're not going to see the slime as a threat. It also seems like Rimuru's hiding the aura, because maybe they would be scared if he was showing it. At least the elder's trying to shoot a bow. All those saved skills. It's gonna be so hard to go through your entire skill list though, right? Good combo. Steel thread and the silky thread. Works well together. So we're just gonna continue to cut off. Fuck! Fucking cut off heads! Holy. That was way too dramatic. Can it still talk? I would assume not. Now that's a slime taking charge. They're seeing their leader with the head on the ground. I think they're not ready to attack. Okay, so he's absorbing this time. Not healing. God. Being able to transform into the thing that you just defeated could be used in so many ways. Not only can you deceive people with it, you could use this in different battles due to strengths and weaknesses. Same thing with skills. I mean, utilizing those skills as the creature that you took the skills from can put you at an advantage. I just really am the thing I'm thinking of is how many skills he has so far, and if he gets more, how the hell do you go through it? Like that's so many skills to go through. Or you just tame the entire pack. This is too easy. It's too damn easy. Now you're a wolfy slime. See, now that's a Kirby thing. Make him wear the ears like a piece of what you absorbed. There's another advantage. Now you can make two tribes of groups of people being able to be with each other. Pair up. Forced companionship? So they're like a two, okay, so like a two-man unit. Thought I was about to get furry for a minute. You would assume they would? Okay, think of an MMO type thing. Some of them just are named whatever they are. Super goblin, regular goblin, that kind of thing. That is a lot of people to name, though. How are you gonna remember all this? What is that elder on? Seriously, the elder is definitely on crack or some happy dust. That type of glow was like you leveled up or you got a skill or something. This is like the best thing they've ever gotten is a name. And I feel kind of bad. What about Gabil, Gabet, Gabili, Gabilla? I guess they're going the Nintendo route of naming things. Now, how do you name the wolves? The dire wolves? You would think they... No, they're really... You could tell the loyalty by the shape if we go off the shaking of the tail. Really? Isn't that... Wouldn't you not want to give your family name that easily? What the hell? You're melting like ice cream! What? So there is a weakness to this. Who knew naming people was the weakness that used too much energy? What the hell? Why would naming people use the most energy of anything? Or is it just because that was just the last thing? Straw that broke the camel's back. Holy shit, where do these boobs come from? Who went way over puberty to adulthood? Or maybe there was a hit, yeah, maybe there was a hidden bigger girl? What the? So from perverted creepy old goblin to roided Shrek? So we are going the Nintendo route of evolving, and what the? That's more than evolving. They're bigger, I guess, but it doesn't look as holy. Okay. Yeah, see, the goblins transformations are way more drastic, though. It's like you made them 10 years older, or in his case, 30, 40 years younger. Wow, that's kind of sad. The one goblin that doesn't get to hit puberty. Goblinas and hobgoblins. Like a hobgoblin. I think a Spider-Man. These are good goblins. Because he was the leader, possibly? Ah. So is that technically part of his family then? I don't really understand how this family name thing works. I try to use any type of, I know this is an anime, but I can't help to try to go off of an MMOs I played, try to use my experience the same way. When you name people or use the same last names or whatever, all it is just either a perk of having the same name or whatever, or like maybe a clan name, but a family name is not really ever. I'm trying to think. Not in a deep RPG, and even then, it only meant it was only it had no real meaning to it. This seems to be a lot more. Him naming things seem to do a lot more than the norm, but maybe that has to do with his abilities already, possibly. It's like your own personal doggy. That's a lot of responsibility though now, because how are you going to get clothes? I mean, the boobs are pretty much falling out at this point, and you need a bigger loincloth on these guys. The mustache says it all. Now with new strength and new adulthood, they could be influenced easily. They're very obedient though. Yeah, even with this upgrade, they need more work. Making fun of them or attacking them. If you could only tell this to any bad group ever, the slime could make everybody work together. The title seems to mean more. They're so overly excited about everything. They really are like kids. You're oh. Okay, never mind. That thing's gonna fall in half a second. Only a little bit. Only a little bit. At least that's pretty normal. He was already weird, and now he's gone over the stratosphere of weirdness. To go get those clothes. To wrap up those bodies. You know, I had played a God, what game is that? I can't remember the number, but I played the most recent Dragon Quest like all the way through recently. I had played it a long time ago, the very beginning, and then I finally decided to just play the whole thing. And that's why I can't help but just think of a slime. I think that's why I keep seeing a slime so weak, because you think of a slime, except if they're metal slimes in Dragon Quest. So I keep thinking Dragon Quest when I see the slime. But it is so like, you would think, okay, if you have all this, you can absorb anything, you have these powers, you're just gonna absorb a bunch of stuff and then become really powerful and not think this way. But this is such a middle manager type thinking. Like, you get what we saw in the first episode of his personality, but as a slime. He's thinking, okay, how do we expand? How do we improve? Okay, we're gonna think of a way of guarding, or we need to get clothes. It's just, the thing is, it'll never stop though. now that he's like pretty much adopted these goblins and these wolves, now they're, even though he needs to make sure that they can do things for themselves, that's going to be a big thing, because they don't know how to make things. They need to learn how to do regular jobs at this point, or you're never going to, even if you get more strength and you're, you know, growing like that, or growing, you're not going to be able to improve the village. So it's good that he's going out to see what if they can trade with people, learn, you know, find more races, find more groups. But I have to say, the way Rimuru is doing this is just so, it's so level-headed. Like, there's no stress. You don't really hear that much stress. I mean, yes, there's like comical stress, but when it comes to him actually doing these things, is like, okay, heal these people. Oh, okay, somehow they've all hit puberty and they have ranked up or evolved, as we saw. I don't know. I just wasn't really expecting it to go like this. I think after the first episode, it made me think this was going to be a crazy, you know, absorb everything, get super strong and, you know, ridiculously strong. But it's not really coming out like that. Not that the slime couldn't. I can tell that you could just keep absorbing and get more abilities, and you could do everything yourself. But Rimuru is really getting people around him and just doing things a different way. I also like that there is a not necessarily a weakness, but there's an actual stop it. Like, it's not invincible. Like, you will get drained after doing something for an extended period of time. I like that. That means there's some type of cap, and not that it's a bad thing. It's a really cool concept to be ultimate powerful. Nothing can beat you. But I also like having some type of weakness or a cap, because it means it makes it feel like there's stakes. And I think that's a good thing to have to some degree. I think Overlord, which we watched before this, did very well in the sense of, yeah, the antagonist is super strong, but they did it in a different route where, well, antagonist was the protagonist, end up being the antagonist, but you end up, that show ended up being able to make us care about other characters in the world, and that made the invincible main character not matter as much. It gave us stakes, even if it wasn't that character. So by this, and him actually having a you know, something bad that could happen, you can get drained and not be able to do things for 3 days because you overexerted yourself, gives it stakes, gives us a way of fearing for him, and also knowing that he's not invincible. And as well as him adopting these goblins, adopting these direwolves, I already feel like it's like they're his children. They're his responsibility now, which makes the stakes higher, because things that happen to them, you know, is going to be his responsibility, which as a viewer makes me feel like there's high stakes. But anyway, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Tell me in the comments if you guys like, obviously you're watching this, so you've seen these because these are reactions, but when you first started watching this, do you feel, did you like this concept? Because I know we have a ton of episodes to go through, so where I'm at right now, do you feel like you like this concept? Like, is it refreshing to you? Just tell me what you think about this show so far. Also, like the video, subscribe, smash that like button. You can also hit that notification bell. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/ajrich123 if you want to see the uncut reactions and early releases of this show or all the other shows I've done. Discord, Twitter, all that stuff is in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.